Yes, madam. If we are live. Bucklat. Well, on there. Police, no lock up nobody over here. We not thief nothing. Shot just fire, you know. Me no know what go on. Boy, one balloon busting at my house, boy, frightened me. Cha cha. Mm-hmm. Yes. 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 All right. Where's the DJ Rick? No war in the east, no brother. War in the west. War down at America. War at England. So what them say? No justice, no peace, you know.
Until the philosophy which old one race superior and another
More until you say
inferior is finally and firm
once welcome down to the Open Live Show. It's the first time you're joining us. I want to say welcome to you.
and abundant.
It's all about the Blackout Tuesday edition. Who want to tell you?
This your war. And until
No justice, no peace, you know.
first class, no second class citizens of any nation. Until the color of a man's skin is
It's
of
no
more
significance than
to the color of
his
his eyes. I've got to say war. Until the basic human rights are equally guaranteed to all without regard to race. It's your war. 'Cause until that day, the dream of lasting peace, world citizenship, and the rule of international morality will remain but a fleeting illusion to be pursued but never attained.
No, Bob, one more time, let them know.
There is war. It's your war. War in the east.
I me say,
War in the west.
Wagwan.
War up north. War down south.
Come now.
And it's a war. Rumors and rumors of war. And on
All on Facebook. Me play one hip hop song and I'm begging you please don't block that video because that song is important. No, don't block that video. No. That song is very important. It's a vital song. Long time Tupac did say this.
Come on. I see no changes. Wake up in the morning and I ask myself, is life worth living? Should I blast myself? I'm tired of being poor and even worse, I'm black. My stomach hurts, so I'm looking for a purse to snatch. Cops give a damn about a Negro. Pull a trigger, kill a nigga, he's a hero. Get it back to the kids who the hell cares. One less hungry mouth on the welfare. First ship them, don't let them deal with brothers. Give them guns, step back, watch them kill each other. It's time to fight back, that's what Huey said. 2 shots in the dark, now Huey's dead. I got love for my brothers, but we can never go nowhere unless we share with each other. We gotta start making changes. Learn to see me as a brother instead of 2 distant strangers. And that's how it's supposed to be. How can the devil take a brother if he's close to me? I let it go back to when we played as kids.
But I want to know.
That's the way it is. Come on.
That's just the way it is. Things will never be the same. That's That's just the way it is. Oh yeah.
Hear me.
That's just the way it is. Things will never be the same. That's just the way it is. Oh yeah.
I see no changes, all I see is racist faces. Misplaced hate makes disgrace to races. We under, I wonder what it takes to make this one better place. Let's erase the wasted. Take the evil out the people, they'll be acting right. Cause both black and white and smoke a crack tonight. And the only time we chill is when we kill each other. It takes skill to be real time to heal each other. And although it seems evident, we ain't ready to see a black president. It ain't a secret.
Everybody that know that George Floyd no was a real youth. Them kill him out. I think wicked, you know. If I miss him right now, we see next time I play. I don't want to sing with that song I know. Sing out.
You gotta operate the easy way. I made a G today. But you made it in a sleazy way. Sell it back to the king. I gotta get paid. Well, that's the way it is. Comes out. Come on,
That's just the way it is.
Lost someone, but you truly love. Check it out. Seems like yesterday we used to rock the show. I laced the track, you locked the flow. So far from hanging.
Everybody right now, if you're making a stand
Notorious, they got
for George Floyd right now, I want to see you take your lighters out. If you have a phone, just put the phone lights up.
Even though you
Just put the phone lights up inside the house, you know. You gotta do it, you know.
I'll fulfill your dreams. In the future, can't wait to see if you open.
Once the condolence go to
Reminisce sometime. The night
George Floyd family,
friend, try to
extended friends all well.
again. When it's real feelings hard.
Everyone's out on the street right now.
And all the pain.
Not fighting the fights.
Thing to hear half.
We have to remember
I know you still.
his legacy will live on. Now, sometime in our life, some of them things have happened, you know.
This right here.
We just, you know,
Turns out
to set the world on a level.
that has lost someone that they truly love. Come on, check it out. Seems like yesterday we used to rock the show. I laced the track, you locked the flow. So far from hanging on the block for dough. Notorious, they got to know that life ain't always what it seemed to be. Words can't express what you mean to me. Even though you're gone, we still a team. Through your family, I'll fulfill your dreams. In the future, can't wait to see if you open up the gates for me. Reminisce sometime. The night they took my friend. Try to black it out, but it plays again. When it's real, feelings hard to conceal. Can't imagine all the pain I feel. Give anything to hear half your breath. I know you're still living your life after death.
Every move I make, every single day, every time I pray, I'll be missing you. Thinking of
Now, me a little story about there. Some illiterate people, them lick out Pantania Street and not talk a bag of thing. But here we go on now. Sometime in a tree happen for your doorstep. That means you're not for talk, boy. Let me tell you this. I know because you're not Jamaica there. I know because you don't live in America. That means you don't have to talk about the matter. But listen what I go on now. I'm see that man Jamaica whole heap, you know. Nothing come out of it, you know.
And by the time I look, be a police coming on my lawn, so the sound of a turner. I don't know where you're going. Who invite them in my lawn? But still, me not worry myself coming.
We have some good cops out there too, you know, but you know, I'm just going everybody here, man.
I'm going like you take me for clone officer. Hey, when the music not playing and the ghetto and the shots them a echo, they say we up to no good. Let the music play, officer. Nobody make the youth some go astray, officer. Hey, just remember saying that J.A. we party every day. Man, I try to live life the right way. Some say living in the ghetto is not easy to survive. More time you have to hustle just to stay alive. Yo, man, not no big education. Plus them say me not
qualified for the 9 to 5.
So is that dance me not
Power.
some liquor punk and
I may say and me black the streets.
people them come out for live. But by the time I look
But not the police law, poor people here, man.
lock off the sound officer. I'm going like you take me for clone officer. Hey, when the music not playing and the ghetto and the shots them a echo, they say we up to no.
Now me sit up in the whole heap of Jamaica.
Music play, officer.
Sometimes them kill off the innocent youth them too.
Hey, officer. Hey, just remember
Whole heap of mother cry.
Wipe your tears away. Careless father, where you do it for. Me see you run your like a son, so don't come in, yeah. You could do manage a youth where you make she breathe for. Now you have the youth around the sip and clean, yeah. Never know if you're here. Me say your son not on the cruff him to a doctor. I see them know you just a dirty water talk, yeah. And that's so sad. I don't wanna see you cry. Make the wicked realize I love you to survive.
Big up to the friends, the fans, the fakers, and the enemies. Forever keep my brother Craig Dennis in my memories. Think me no remember, enough of them come with the agenda. Said them got you, still them chat, you tell me no what kind of friend them is. Enough of them did not know them a pop down and a reminisce. True we gonna lead, know them a pre, we as them nemesis. Lyrics to the beats, we have the streets, we have the leverage. Them try to give with price and split for alcoholic beverage. Hater them not nothing for do.
Come on!
The case I board them every day, them right.
What the people know say now bad mind nobody for nothing in a life there. Anything you have a you up for that hey. Try and stop me glory. Yo. In a life, them say, one not dead, not dash away. Sometimes I grew up, them say, go him and in black and ugly, you see. You see in a life? Not even your curse, man.
Because me laugh with them. I Sykes man I use cause I graphish them. Why stop me with them clock cause I graphish them. Prosperity me want cause me now wish them no bad. Get your youths them for rich and dry jack. No fun, you're my real true friend. We are track cause loyalty we not in on nobody back. Me believe in a God. You can see a man's face, but you can't see his heart. On them and them evil lost last. Them bad my ways. Can't tear you apart.
Go on. How me say, bust a shot for your real friend.
Bust a shot for your real friend.
How me say, bust a shot for your true friend.
Now that's when a wolf in a new friend. Me have to big up on my friend them ever there. Me get a one food, yeah, the food I for share. Me tell them say we are gonna get rich for this year. But them did them when we are bouncing a one pair. I shoes, your real true friend enough for use. And if him tell you something, try to carry back no use. Are the rules, deception, make up for fools. So carefully watch your friends and choose.
Some boy, that's when them stick before them cast the water. Funny see them boy, they fall for.
In a real life, I swear.
It's not a laughing matter.
When some boy are such wicked, you know. All of the people who you know sit be a real friend them right now.
Give them anything them ask, and them burn them bitch, burn them bitch, burn them bitch, burn them bitch, burn. Hey Steve, some boy burn them bitch. Tell us them burn them bitch, burn them bitch, burn them bitch, burn them bitch, burn.
The rest of Wagwan. No big up no watching, no big up our Spain town. What we are talking about?
Real thugs never forget the dumb plan or where we come from. Real thugs never worry about fear.
Because why? Whoa!
Live long, the other say a judgment road. Live by next set, sell my soul to Satan. Champion me fish shape bad mind.
Rasta! I mean say every get to you. DJ Rick.
Godfather.
Man a general. Fire Q Wagwan, brother.
Man a general. God of peace. Angel of death.
Every get to you.
From you have life, you have everything. Them couldn't stop my bro. Them can't take my
What again?
yeah.
Now we got Facebook Live crew. Now go and check in our building, right? It's all about the Upper Live show. Later on we talk about a bag of thing.
Man a Godfather.
Man a general.
Them for no. Man a general.
Hey God of peace. Angel of death.
Every get a you don't fret.
Yo.
You have everything.
I mean say them couldn't stop my breath.
Can't take my life. Jah love me so. Can't take my soul. I'm going back for everything and more.
What do people know say love life?
Each and every day me pray. Beg Jah up on the earth more of a stay. Me try to be a decent man, but still, when they come for me, all I can see is getting killed. So the smooth of voice will never sound familiar. When I rise to the top, you know they wanna kill you. Many wanna live my life, but my life is realer. Never copy me, this temporary will kill you.
Only can see them for me name and talk. They can't do me nothing, they only can talk.
What other time about the rock coming and building see me? You know it's all about the Upper Live show. Done early. No, today we have burnt some fire now. We upset, you know. We upset.
It's Charlie.
What tell them?
Me no wanna boy no.
I me say.
Use people just be no inconsiderate like them. Charlie Black no selfish and I am no pretender. Me no bad mind and chat people like them.
Me here through the grapevine. See, I think I want to free your mind. Them a hunger some from so long grapevine. Me blood a run like red wine. Them want me to make the headline. Them squeeze the trigger.
But me still stand up.
Never waste the illusion.
What the people know say if they got jealous, I can't hold that blood seed. What one? But in a life, you have some wicked people out there, no dog. You have to be careful. Be careful.
Them know I can be violent, but the wickedest weapon is silence. Me nah live off on a guy's strength. Tell a boy don't cross the gully silence.
I'm a dog cry for me. I'm a jump a chain in a ball. Like yeah. Bad people run the road hard. Me know more time crime come with time and jailhouse, but me never ball. Ever me no tear trap when you go a court and get remand a jail back. Witness a pose a photo, get the case and police all. Say them know where the kill up. Me a brand new like a big man face one. Them say you charge your talk and your chat. Tell me somebody.
My life, not easy like 1, 2, 3. Not easy like the rainy. My life, not easy so don't.
Come and say, my life ain't no easy like 1, 2, 3.
Not easy like the rainy.
Now sometimes we tell about it. What the tackles, you know. You have to watch them. Come and say, don't show me one brother. No lucky in the whole of Manchester, right? Come and say, no dog in a real life as a man, sometimes you have to can't hold out. What one? But sometimes some people around there, you have to watch them.
Dream team. Best friend, I come to take your life are the worst thing you could ever see.
Man,
Flat now, can a man know you apart with from your band?
don't want to be an enemy.
Gideon. We don't want a friend from them, cause them heart is full of jealousy. I did two we used to share a flask of rum, now you want to kill me.
You ready, dog?
But how me fit us, I'm not certain.
What you are doing behind curtain?
No for them say them are your friend when you take
Yo!
them is a different person. Them now want to see you dribble like burden. Them want you live your life in a burden. Oh, you have to say me are your friend.
Now Rasta, make you ask you this.
Even if them say me back mine, I catch it, cause some boy born with it. Even if them know this. Yo, Neil, Tachi, I'm a brother. Red say so this will drop now.
One again.
Even if them say me back mine, I catch it, cause some boy born with it. Even if them say me back mine, I catch it, cause no boy born with it.
Bad mind for the ear.
No boy gone with it.
Cause I band them band with it. But what you do?
Hello, bad mind. Good morning. No say you never did want to see me wake up.
We keep talking.
Yeah. Hello, bad mind.
Ask him.
How you doing today?
How you doing today?
Me no wanna change face around me, I just saw me steer.
We no big.
Blood clot friend. No, me no running from people. Me stinking link, me stay real good. Hello, bad mind. Good morning.
One again.
No say you never did want to see me wake up.
We keep talking.
Yeah. Hello, bad mind. How you doing today? How you doing today? Me no wanna change face around me, I just saw me steer. Me no beg blood clot friend. No, me no running from people. Me stinking link, me stay real though. Me no love likes, me no frightened for money or vehicle. Don't think bad mind, me no need you.
Alright. Oh, me have so much enemy.
And me still not see people.
Every morning, move your cup, me.
So this is all about the apology, right? From me kids gonna school.
The family they are work too.
So some man a dirty pussy, me can't tell you this.
Can do fi hurt you, so fuck them. I just money and girls and fun.
Money and girls and
live your life for your life, though. Cause we can do whatever that pleases us.
Now sometimes I beg some girl some front. If she don't want you, just tell her.
Jordan, if a girl a go online, she too stubborn. I instant block and delete.
Come on for my blood clear life. What to them? No, Jesus Christ. I don't know from what they know.
Is it?
No, some of them boys they can't come part of life, I swear. No catfish thing are going on. Hey. Watch it, you know.
No girl can style it. Man, I'm pressure nobody that time. Is that right? It's okay, you can live if you want it. Nigga, girl, when he never asks for. Is that right?
Ready now!
Time, but that time is. Girl, I know you want to go all alone. Suppose me tell him, me see sitting just like your own. Yo, I need to see what inside.
What the good ass get up there now? Ready? Yo!
I'm not pressure none. Nah, run nobody down, me rather run you. I'm not slow down. More girls still have come. If me want me take the place and turn it in a club. Alright then. Girl, I know you want to go all alone. Suppose me tell him, me see sitting just like.
Let's play some for the game, man. Jesus Christ. Ladies, ready? Ready now.
Alright. No link again, but that no mean we have an issue. But just know say if you see me, me no see you. You get the chance, everybody.
What the good ass get up there right now? Every good ass girl, every good ass.
Take man for food, take man for that stop chat. Jumping on my car, make me slap like a snapback. We are do we think, cause you know say me no love chat. Press them well firm,
press your ass well fat.
Gosh, you're damn hot, roll like a race track. Waistline small, me I wonder where you get that. Then I have no time for your waist.
Them say the car not sitting it down. So baby, walk one.
We can fuck if you feel like you want to. And we can do the things where you feel you need to. And we can run the place like you need to do it to.
Now play one more time, DJ. Play one more time. One again.
Then again.
Top down and I'm on the way down. Be sipping any for the whole day now. She know what me want for do. I like a bit of me.
Whoa!
You know that I've been rolling around. I go around like Tyson. No, I say we the fun of one night thing.
But that's like get nice and decent. Watch out. When your corona done, broke boy, I wanna go. Wanna go, dirty broke boy.
You move so smooth, like acrobat. The world is a stage, it's all a act. Turn round and bend your
back. Watch it, girl. Never went down good up, girl. Dump for the miss, we good up for it, girl. Dump for the miss, we good up for it. Who all have I me there? Watch me, girl, them.
Me want give you more love than your mama.
I miss a baby.
Baby, no drama. Soul to soul, daddy lava.
But mine not the hold them corner.
Me want give you more love than your mama.
All girl.
Baby, no drama. Soul to soul.
Big up, big up, no say you want things. If a boy has sex, him have to give you things.
If you were my girl,
what one?
I never let.
No big up Shabba, I'm responsible for the girl, let me know. Alright.
Gonna be baby, gonna be forever. Gonna be baby, gonna be.
Yes, girl.
Gonna be baby, gonna be
forever. What you know?
So smooth with what you got. All night long insomnia. You control the media.
Summertime now, ladies.
Hey girl, you that do look good at where you do it. Girl, want them ever unique. How them want do the same style like we. We call them
Fall fashion monkey.
You have some beautiful tattoo.
People, I open up.
Anyway, you want.
Big up, get on with the clean skin and on the flat belly something. I'm a coloring this like we saw in crayons. All girl, ready now.
XOXO, my love is very special. If you want it, you can have it.
I'm a say don't take it for granted.
So much.
Big up, get on who you can't wine. You're some good girl, hold your man. Every girl right now. Start right now. Tick it tock. Tick it tock. Tick it tock now. Tick it tock. You're all good. You're all good. You're all good. Set good.
Back shot, somehow you got extra. Forget me not when it's sweet. You, what you say? Fever, buy your punani. Everything crisp. My good love.
Watch me, girl, them.
We go in a delight, happy nice, lucky door. Set you by your need, naffy score. Set the ball door.
Take out the bass. I cannot do rest. Hold on. I cannot do rest. I cannot do rest.
Now, what have I been a dog? You know what the thing go? Tuesday night though.
Go in a delight, up in eyes like he door. Set you on your knee, naffy score. Set the ball a door when you wine, watch it goal.
Oh, what's the girl them? Don't panic. Don't panic. Don't panic. Go down. Down there. All girl.
Tell you what, hotter than the rest. Tell you better than the rest. No girl, can't test. Wine for the make him have to come home. Tell her you alone. Sit down on the cocky like a sailor for your throne. Tell your pussy pretty, send a picture from the phone.
You know, later on, I have a bag of things to talk about. I'm say, girl, are you alone? I'm say,
tell your pussy pretty, send a picture to me phone. Bubble pan the grizzly, me love it when you moan. If your man cocky dead,
I'm say, lick him with a stone.
If your pussy bushy, me a travel with a comb. See the cocky a wet, younger than a bone. Turn up in your pretty little pussy.
You ready now?
What the fuck are them if you safe? Tell me that them wouldn't do them do. Them talk about me like every day. Me talk about
you're not too gassy too much. Easy, DJ. Easy.
Me have to get up like every day. My 3 pints not go so easy. Now me feel me need a key for the city. One of the gen of them know would have fit me. Kylie, if me no fuck for 2 days, could sick me. One time I never too care, but I'm picking. Nobody judge me for me things because I know for you. They never tell you no for trouble when I'm troubling you. Somebody couldn't tell you, say I saw you obvious. We say people here, so I wait on the volume up. Watch this. Me not explain myself to no man, I mean no need no opinion. Just watch a tone and buy some bill, no brother man. No make we happy do this in front of woman. Me no do interviews, so fuck your questions. The answer to everything they for me live on. Just me about that. Short words are inspiration. When in a literature, me have a distinction.
Cockburn pen, when we wake early, I do the dirt. Black in my pocket, man. Now.
You see there?
Fat spliff a bun at beer.
Pagwan.
And I watch be a sexy woman a go work.
Come and say.
Wake up and me no drink tea yet. Half a bun a spliff a so the damn thing set. Face wash, feet brush, bad nets. Half a bun a spliff a so the damn thing set. We no play alone, this a wicked man ends. Any boy step cross, get a instant death. Right there so 2 6 pants there. Half a bun a spliff a so the damn thing set.
When them a make talk, man a make walk. Go kill a 4-4, make your baba dream. Bad man thing and a talking. Action over mouth talk.
Work it.
Fire. Work it. Work it. Man a point it straight up. Perfect. Oh Lord of mercy, girl pussy.
Cook back your 2 boy your evil. Bust out your face in a reason. When wild rise up the eagle, may make your dopey get up and walk out. Leave them a walking dead, understand me. 9x19 full of beer zombie. Take the whole 32 clip from me. Rap out your ass clap face. Humble.
Finish them.
This is one thing I mean no understand, you know. From some boys start growing up and some swear the tongue, no. Like that.
Now what the people know is your rate Gully God. What the people rate Gully God right now?
Anything the war start them feel more.
Yo!
Put more if you step past the father go murder this.
Come now.
Pussy we get fight on your face with the word of your. General the thing on.
Now Alton Wagwan, big up dog. Now what the thing go? Whoa!
Genocide, tell a boy top rank. Quick that crank, we no clap blank. Crocodile man swam fully gas tank to a dance all top champ.
Now because people know so who are warlords from 1992.
Black we and telling, tanks get your black down. Still we a bun, you're no bad lamb. Mass up like.
Yo!
Ground God, ground them, cock we landed.
But me belly so me travel pan her.
We no muggle, we no wobble, can't dash your pan shirt.
Back up pass blood for na cup.
Ground them, I me need a clip full and get a bad driver. The men shall spend.
Later on we have a bag of something to talk.
We a bomb clock.
Bag of thing I go on there we talk about it, right?
Unclot it, so you together don't care if your body not don't play.
We know about that road here.
To win at the clip and every cup are going share. 6 man and 6 finna the bomber sound clear. I'm a flying belly bus brother going tear. Get a phone call where you said that him a weird. So we circle him and bust him at the nice square. Top strike and do it ask him and sell it prayer. Cause him mother food and before it could a share. And the rifle turn on all can't could a hear. And the clip run out so much off in a spear. And me turn it on the pussy pass and a steer. All me need the clip full and get a bad driver. The men shell a spend shell a man a chop like. see say them still away training wheel. One guy fi members say pain is real. You know see say them still away training wheel. Young them fool, no pay kids meal. You know see say them still away training wheel. But who can hear will feel? Who can hear will feel? Tell Superman get a Cupid shield. This a no kryptonite, this a stainless steel. Never mash hands and a be a big speech. From your far with the cause of the flames increase. Circle them ends but a be a kid's meal. What me just say? So me drive up.
Level no, where me they telling no. One take a lunatics, hell after hell no. Circle no matter how many shana go shell no. Friend I see friend I they bet you that would a quell no. Watch ya level no, blood I go shell no. Man I go dirty no, boss a shot in a head no. Where me they telling no, level no, ready no, watch ya. Yo we get gunned down, in a broad day. What you things we do, what your words when you say. Flat out on your back, dog a lick out your eyes. All of your little dreams and aspirations, them gone to waste. What the fuck you think? You think this is a game? When you fall up on a concrete in a blood in a pain. Girl taking a hand, high grade in a brain. Nick shot in a chest, him can't go get up again. Ma go Henny Garrison, still have me watch on my chain. And in the weapon they got them off of my mama name. Brooklyn, New York, Toronto the same. Fuck yourself, you now go get just a broken and a spray. And if me say you forget it, you actually get the flame. Could I do this now, me sleep, I'm still up a campaign. People have high hopes, me just at the plane. Build myself
no true come on forward, one. No, we're living good.
Yeah, we're living good.
You can't see a top man, I can't go back to your blood clot place.
Man in my place, no beat boy, a gunshot straight. Yeah, we're living good. And the dog them willing to. Everybody
now hold on there. Some boys son a bad boy. Let me tell you how bad boy thing go.
What we do it? Fuck your girl and flick your back. Alright, man, I roll like some diplomat.
You can't see a bad man a be a weed and gun thing there. Where you don't fuck your gun? Hey boy.
One general on any pussy flip go flop. The thing no stop. Man, I roll like some diplomat. Money enough, kill enough, dog got quick your chop. Man, I roll like some diplomat.
See him, stuck in the bread, watching my head.
Pop it off, I'm knocking the cup, clapping the lip. Why?
I look film, yeah, that's in my bed. Juice busting at the belly with that, cracking the egg.
I'll pick money enough in no that I no tread. Banny it, how it happen to Banny, happen to Fred.
Touch the road, girl a boss she on it, up me your leg, gun load. I'm a roll with the army, boy you for flex, watch out. Born winner. If another bunker pussy my gun.
No, see that.
I'm a falling, man, I move to the phone, the dog.
What me say? Born winner.
Roll out in the all Benz, all them.
What the people know say a leader here is not a blood clot follower.
Reach a level where them can't hold we down again. No for them a look money make them turn a quenga.
No lot don't know with a dog.
Y'all swing the pussy free.
Boy!
For the love of the cheddar, just should be fuck your brother. Have her fucking at the right, she just fuck up the leather. Pussy them a light, we ain't in a couple feather. Yeah, we see them hustle, but we also better. 31 in a this up, my brother, not even my boss. Just out, we are now one side, so we never. Now go live with we stop this, I go forever.
What the people know you're a budding farmer right now?
Bad mind.
What the people know you're not a bad mind, the blood clot body there? You're ready now, ready.
You're fishing your punchline. Oh, your bad mind, so. Glasses, boy, oh, your bad mind, so.
When you see me also the blood clot moolah.
$100 million.
What we do?
Fuck a girl in her mouth, now he goes sharp down. A father gotta save them even know that. The gun them and me buy me now only 4 back. The place I run nice, me not at the top back. Said there's a boy be cool and no give me tough chat. I better say them see the road and afraid fi touch that. No man now want fi hang out of the top shop, man in the front of the place.
Big up every ganja man.
I'm a tough fuck.
Every broth, every flosser.
Any weed, y'all get breed. Boy,
bricks for bricks that me need.
Buy anything me need.
Yo.
Go, bricks.
Go.
I just any weed, y'all get breed. Boy, bricks for bricks that me need. Buy anything me need. Play anywhere me need. Go, brick.
The whole I put more and the whole I send cheers. Remember we will God.
We'll live forever. What the people know so who George Floyd that fuck with them do?
South Spring.
We're not going under. Them said today name Blackout Tuesday. We not support none of them business around here.
The whole I put more and the whole I send cheers.
Them say in life you have to stand for something or fall for nothing. So the people know say I stand for blood clean justice.
South Spring.
We're not going under.
I'll get on you, get your money longer. Ready, break, pocket now. Straight for the never now, make no wrong turn. Teddy cheddar, money maker any weather. Perry treasure, dig it up with the leather. Teddy cheddar.
Them dirty boy police boy, they walk on.
We no rate them boy. We no rate them boy.
We no rate them boy there. I have to pre them dog.
Watch who you call friend. Watch who you call friend. No for them boy, you know why you do better than them. Pussy them. Everywhere me go, me get a bag of girlfriend, and that I'm at them are dirty. Oh, comes you not work and you want money, so you get up and I watch man things them. Dirty heart can't stop got children. Hey boy, you a failure. You go call up me name and make me air back, 'cause me never woulda believe.
Hold on there now.
If me never see the risk.
No for no there England. Honestly, no England problem. When I see the people them out and them doing like a protest and then them do them something. When I see America problem. No for no there Jamaica. Honestly, no Jamaica problem, America problem. We have to stand together as black people. Them say we are go out and do, go turn it up. What we do?
Them say fi turn it up, me turn it to one notch again. Me money enough, me girl them no for that about.
What we do?
Christmas remember me no got a lot.
What we do?
Them a shot at them, but you know about shabba them.
No Shabba big up in the white thing. You will a girl Chester crew.
Shabba them.
Eh. Anything me have to say, me have to mean it.
Someone say them bad, but them rank like pee-pee. Any pussy now with me, them a go get shabba. Well, if I ride through there, you know so we can squeeze it. We travel with it like a bunny, we no leave it. Any pussy now with me, them a go get shabba. Get on you feel rich like them.
Custom whip, man a push a gram. And a puff gum, and it's the chase rum, man a...
Hold it!
Custom.
Yo, rubber.
Custom. You know see them a just...
Once in the next 5 minutes. No, 2 more songs in there. We just all a little reasoning.
Yeah, man.
So all a little talk. You know, about what I really know. Current situation. Yeah, we have a talk about that.
Yeah. Custom whip.
I mean, say, man,
a push a gram. And a puff gum, and it's the chase rum. Man a loyal 6 brother winner just come. Them young who the gas them a musty pet come. Me catch next level fever. Me have the symptom. Winner now man like down syndrome. 6 mil a day. That's how me income. And the 6 them at a
Yo.
Yeah.
Talk to me nice.
Spend the punches.
Watch it up.
Watch them up. Watch it up. Man a creep up on them detect the 6 light. Next level, 6 level with the pan higher I6. Real combined with Air Force Night. Man a top.
No long time I play some of the artists from what year. What one?
Yo, all them a talk, them broke a damn buckle. Check me killer them, pocket them full of a beer. Up the story 21 of me a big role model. Me a do this with ease, believe me now. I could be my arm bench, drive out, panic cover. 2022, crew, I said this spaceship a travel. Suck your it's a death, I can't see me in a coffin. We a lead top speed, yo, we left them a chuckle.
When me step a million, when you go get on me hand.
That's not obvious. Wait up. Hold on.
No, you know the thing go for the summer, right?
When me step a million,
I mean, say,
when you go get on me hand.
yeah.
Me no too fuck with knocker.
You must be mad.
Time me take off a straight a me land. As me land, with the key for the van. Keep them white, like Radigan. At the syndicate, they ever fly pan a minute. Look for my shoes, I see this. Feel like me living on me house, I'm in a Billy jet.
Whoa!
Girl, I shout how the dancers. Anytime I step dog, I John Gotti. My style, them can't.
No, summertime again, you know.
Can't make a pretty girl pass.
No, feel like that one now.
Them fresh out the box.
That one I got deuce.
Fresh out the box.
That dress code I got deuce.
Out the box.
That year I get
Them a
deuce.
check out my locks.
That year
A million.
what it gets? Deuce.
LVs fresh out the box. When them sell these fresh out the box. You want me step a earthquake. See I don't make the earth shake.
No, Rasta, hold on, walk one. Oh, the summer look. Oh, it's still. Look like that summer again. This is a polo summer, though. No, yeah, all right. It's a polo summer. So, big up the people from last year. You have 1-2 polo. You know, this year with the super betting. Yes. All right. Your super betting, you get 2 new more polo and you just mix and match, right? You have a 1 old shorts, you just buy a new polo shirt, you soup it up. If you have a old socks from last year, you buy 1 shorts and just mix and match with it. You know what the thing go. But anyway, people, as we say, welcome again to the Open Live show. You know, we do it every Tuesday right here on the Facebook Live for the moment. Hopefully, in the very near future, we'll be back inside the studio of TGM Radio. You know what I mean? You know the time. 9 till 11. You know the thing go already. Yeah. So you know we always doing some big things. You know what I mean? So we are talking about some things because there's a lot of current affairs going on around the globe. Because I see the little Black Lives Matter trend. It take over the news space. And for once, we're not hearing about the coronavirus. We're hearing about something else. But not to say it's good news because, you know, it's our thing as black people. We have to stand for something. So, big up everybody who's out there around the world doing the peaceful protesting. Because, you know, we on the Open Live show, we are not condemning anybody that's doing the looting or the shooting. I sound like bounty this or though. The video that the whole world watch. The video that the whole world watch. Yeah. Yeah. Mr. Up Alive, if you could turn your phone sideways for me, please, that would be much appreciated. No, Mr. Up Alive, you're okay. Yeah, we're kind of sick of it, very much so. So, Mr. Up and Live, you want to put in your 2 cents on the situation? Yeah. Yeah.
Are making the laws and the ones that are have the power. That is the problem. And how can we get there? And so many peaceful protests happen and nothing happened.
Nothing
And
has been done.
history tells us that only time we get any result is when time there is a war. And then
violence.
That's coming from the singing the Bob Marley song. It's not like I'm trying to get something, but
we're not incited violence on Open Live show, but that is just
it's
just the reality.
Unfortunately, it's the reality. Yeah.
And if nothing happens like that and drastically like that, then it seems like we get nowhere because there's a situation when look when the footballer did go down on his knee and protest. Yeah, the president decides that him start slander him and cuss him and say why down in knee and rare and all that, and nothing happened. Nothing happened in the sport. It's gone back to right square one. Nothing changed. And because of this situation now with this guy, Floyd, where the guy kneeling in his chest, the only reason why the police the 3 of them got sacked and one of them is being charged for murder is because they start loot and shoot. Because
Yeah, because they took physical action. Yeah.
he didn't get charged the first day, you know. He didn't get charged.
The second
Imagine
day.
He went home and he had dinner with his family.
Yeah.
He went home and he sat at the dinner table and had dinner with his family.
And,
Like,
just for our viewers out there, we got a quick video queued up. I want to just show you guys. And I have to give all the credit to Mr. Epic Jones. This is a poem Epic Jones recite, and I think he done such a brilliant job. So we have to play this video first on the Open Live show to show people what's really going on for years on top of years around the world. Just have a look. All right, sorry about that, people. We're having a bit of technical difficulty with that one. And just let me just try to fix this and try to get it started. That's one of the very important thing we have to really get out there for everybody to understand the message behind a lot of these things that's going on around the world. So just bear with me 1 minute. Let me just try to get this thing playing up and running so we can do it again one more time. Let's see if we get any sound or audio with it.
It's not working, yeah?
Okay, so we need to sort this out because I don't know, for some reason we're not getting the videos to show today. We apologize sincerely about that because it's not in the plan of the show. But anyway, forget guys, get what I'm saying.
Basically a synopsis of what's been happening. And these are just the videos that were what people seen, what the world seen. So there's loads more that is not seen. So these are just the popular ones that went blew up and everybody was aware of. But there's lots of cases where every day, even my work, where I deliver, I see at least 100 person every day. And I come across racism so many times on a daily basis. Even today I'm working. I come to so many scenarios, people, they look at you different. It's just that you can just tell it. And the problem we have in the mainstream society, I feel, is that most of these people, they will never be able to understand because they are not of the same background, they don't have the same origin, they don't go to the same life as we do. So they can never ever understand the whole. You can explain it to them and they can show some form of gratitude and understanding, but they can't. Rasta, you're mute, yeah? Rasta, take off your mute.
So
sorry, I was saying that they won't have a personal experience of what it is. So they can, we can talk to them about it and rate, but they're not have a personal experience. And until that happens, nobody can chat to it.
There was one saying that they have black friends and they don't understand when you go onto a place and as soon as you walk into a room, whole mood change. Because I do a lot of private events with like corporate events with white people and it's like they accept you as the person DJing for them and working for them, but really in the realms of a normal situation,
that's
after
all
that
you are.
sets, you're no longer of any value to them. Not
Yeah.
everyone, because I do have lots of good white friends who I don't think is the same, but it's just the cycle needs to be broken.
Yeah, yeah. And it can only start with us, you see. Can only start with us.
Yeah, because we are the ones who are feeling it. How are you gonna change something?
That has no effect.
I have a little question still. Why
What's
they
that?
feel like they are superior to us?
I guess it's history. It's what
history
has been
because
happening
what happened.
over the years. It has been happening over the years.
Because as all
We have-
me know, I have 2 hands, you have 2 hands.
Yeah.
I have 2 feet, you have 2 feet. I have 2 eyes, I have a brain. Just the same as yours.
And
so
if you cut, we are the same red
you
blood.
feel like you're superior because the color of our skin, and why we get treated and oppressed this much over the years, and why things has been so hard for black people, and we go through so much tribbles and trials and tribulations.
Trials and tribulations, yeah.
There's a reason for that, Jordan, and it's easily explained. Because remember, there was slavery for 400 years, and so 400 years, one race was being suppressed by another race, and they took everything from that race and they used it to build up their wealth.
Their own thing, yeah.
So all of that wealth stays in. So it's just like my family have all this generation wealth passing down. There's no way I'm gonna be able to match up to that. So right away, from you born, automatically you're at a disadvantage from a child of your same age growing up in a totally different. You're already 10 times more likely to fail than him. Because the structures in his circle as a white kid, he already has most of our family homes are broken because of poverty and just lots of single mothers. Most of the white people they have a structured home. Not to say that every black people doesn't have it in them, but because of circumstances and that's a disadvantage, you find a lot of broken homes. So all these things play against you from start. You're at a default position where you're more likely to lose. So you have to work 10 times as harder. Look at a white kid. Him can come and he can waste out the whole of your life from 0 to 21, 22, 23.
And he's quite alright after that.
And then he decides, all right, I'm going to get serious now.
Yeah.
And then he can still go on and to get a master's and do anything at all.
And still get it.
You cannot do that as a black child.
You forever struggle. You will forever struggle.
Yo,
let me just talk about this because this is a touchy subject. Like, me and you, Rick, as a father, what can we do or what can we say to our children to prepare them for this world, this type of environment, to go there in this world? How can we prepare them, or how can we tell them, like, the world is not level, it's not fair as how you will think it are, because you know kids are innocent. How can we prepare them for this world? What can we say to them?
I start telling my son Isaiah, he is 10 years old now. I already start preparing, and I'm telling him as it is. Me not make up no story and try to tell him that, oh, you and Sammy or what. I'm telling you, listen to me. You see that boy what you have in your class, you and him growing up. You might not understand it now, but you have to buckle down and do your work as twice as hard as him. And he's understanding what you mean. So it's gonna take a long time. So that's why I'm start telling him from now. And my son start asking me questions, because even this Black Lives Matters, he's starting to clock on to it and understand. So I make him watch the news bulletin. I make him see everything, because the more, if we start hiding these things
from them, yeah, they're gonna find out the hard way. They're going to be clueless for some point in time, and when they do find out, it is going to be very hard for them to accept it, understand it, and to get themselves out of a certain situation. It is going to be extremely hard, and that's why, as parents, the responsibility cannot be left on teachers when they go to school, or friends or other family. Hold on, my G. Hold on. The responsibility cannot be put on teachers when they go to school on a daily basis. You know when we're there in Jamaica, Them say you have to dance a yard before you can dance abroad. Don't. So those things have to be taught inside the home before they can go out and understand it. Yes, it is going to be harder for some of them to understand depending on the level that they're at. So that is another aspect that parents have to think about, where their child is in life and break it down as best as possible for them to understand it.
Okay, I have to interject there to say, like, why should parents have that responsibility in the first place to instill these kind of things in a child? Why is it one way? Why you have to instill in your child like it's not fair for you? But on the flip side, the Caucasians don't have to do that because it has an advantage. Why is it this way? Why can't the cycle be broken?
It all, I understand. Good question. But it all leads back to history. It all boils down to history. Slavery, as Rick alluded to earlier, it was happening for 400 years. And say habits are hard to break. They're easy to pick up and very hard to break.
But you don't want to. If it's like let me give you a perfect example. It's like let me use football.
Okay.
If you have Ronaldo and Messi on your side, you know you can beat everybody. Well, not everybody. Majority of the time, you're going to win. Why would you give away that advantage? No one wants to give away that advantage. And this is why the white race, not all of them, because most of the common people will agree with what we're saying and agree that human rights is not fair. But it's the people who are making the in the higher places. They are the ones who turn a blind eye. So things happen, so they will just look over it. Because the easiest thing to do is just to make time and make people forget about things. So most of the headlines, they only last 7 to 9 days. And this is the problem. So something will flare up and get lots of media attention. All you have to do is just be quiet for a little while and it goes away and it gets swept under the carpet.
Okay.
So this is what they've been doing forever. And then it just gets forgotten about.
So Delroy Brown is saying if we come together as a black race, we can change a whole different situation. Basically, must say if we come together as a black race and stop fighting
against each other.
Yeah.
Big up Delroy. That's my cousin, by the way. Thanks for tuning in.
We really understand that if we come together because we wasn't brought up that way and those kind of behavior wasn't instilled in us from we was small. Cause we was, you think that was instilling us to love one another, love each other, love this and love that. So if you realize with every race, black people is the most sociable race. We socialize with Indian, Chinese, Arab, everybody. But when you look at the other races, they don't really mix. But that's not the problem. We just get the worst start in life because you have a look on this. How many people in a black family who have something to inherit after their parent is gone? Most black adults have to, first thing you have to think about it, you need to look for a roof over your head. You need to look for a shelter. Your primary goals. A lot of white people, you have inheritance because one generation already set the foundation.
It's not the generation. Sorry.
Or it's way back from before. Your four parents already set the pace.
It's the generational wealth that's coming down. It's coming down. So it's not good. It's just like you have a house. My house, where did that? So everybody in my family is gonna pass down to that. So already you don't, because now me as a person living in the UK, I'm now starting about mortgage because not to say that my parents waste their days, but it's just the situation is like, it's just like a repetitive cycle. So now I'm here trying to start this and trying to find that. And then life here, the life is so hard here to find, to reach a certain level of what you really want to reach. So by the time you even reach it, most people end up dead because you work so hard and you can't even you can just work enough to eat, to survive. It's just a repetitive cycle. You just get yourself into debt. And then at the end of it, you just give up because you can't really make it.
So basically, the system was designed for us to fail because without a strong foundation set, it's kind of failure.
And the biggest problem we have is not even, you see, coming together is a problem, yes, but that is not the biggest problem. This is what people they will use and kind to keep you calm and make you relax. They will tell you to come together and try to be as one. You can do that, yes, but then decisions are made in a small, tiny room that affect millions of
Everybody.
people, which you have no control over.
And no say in.
Laws and rules are made. There is first passed as a bill, and then it goes to the commons or whatever, and then they make the rule, and then we just hear the rule come out.
Okay,
we have politicians in there doing it, yes, but who are the politicians that you are employing, who are
Let
elected?
us put a small statement in there. So, former President Barack Obama say to basically vote and make your voice be heard. And what a lot of people misunderstand about voting is not about the general election. It's not about those things. It's you, the people, voting the governors, the judge, the people who really, when it come down to the end of the day, they are the one who make the decision. So most black people, we know, we don't participate in the smaller voting, the smaller, as we call it in Jamaica, in your community, your area constituency. They don't participate in those kind of voting because in our brain we feel like it's not important. But it boils down to who run your area. The person who run the country don't really respond for your area. It's the person who responds for that member of parliament is the one who responds for it. He relay the information and the news
back
to the prime minister or the big head. So we need to start get that in our brain. So we need to start participate more and stop sit back and be more laid back in things. Because we have equal rights and equal justice because we are human first, then black and white and whatever afterwards.
And along that point, I think we were having a discussion a couple weeks ago, probably last week, that not only should you go out and vote because that aids in getting your voice heard at the bigger table, so to speak, but don't just vote because my mother PMP or my father PMP from long time, so that automatically makes me a JLP or a PNP. You have to look at the bigger picture. You have to look at who is going to bring change and justice and all of that jazz in the long run. You can't just do it because of family history or my mother this, my mother that. Like you have to make conscious decisions for yourself and for the future generation of our children. Like that just not make no sense to me.
At the moment, a lot of people is saying, "Oh, I'll vote for Joe Biden because he's better than Donald Trump." But I watched something.
It's the same.
Hold on, Rick. I watched something. What's his name on Breakfast Club?
Dude, don't remember his name. Yeah,
Joe Biden have a quick interview. And I didn't really like Joe Biden respond because he asked, say, we are going to vote for the person who offer black people the best deal. That's way before the George Floyd incident. And he was saying anybody who vote for Donald Trump is an idiot and you would really vote for Donald Trump. But think about it. If you don't put a deal for us, black people, we cannot really vote for you because right now, anybody black people should vote for in America is somebody who's going to reform the whole police system because we see these things happen over and over again. And what? Police get 1-2 police get fired here and there, a couple of them get suspended or whatever.
Or leave without pay.
Life in prison because it's murder. It is murder because it's worse. It's like a gang violent murder. It's the same thing. You and your police colleague, you gang the guy and kill him. Same God Almighty thing. And we see it too much and it happen on Facebook all the time. And they get so brazen with it now. Them no business.
Them no care.
We no see say them no business.
Care.
Like you turn on the video, them a smile fit and see man have him in him pocket a pose. Like yeah, me make sure look good on the news.
It's just the injustice is really heartbreaking. It is heartbreaking, as I said. Like I had to shut down over the weekend. It was just too much. Saw this video of this guy. He was doing I don't know if something happened prior to, but I'm speaking based on the video that I saw. In them gate, or he was, he's at his gate, and this lady was videoing him. Obviously, there were about 4 to 5 police officers outside. He had his hand up, and the man said, "Don't move, don't move, don't move." The police officer taser him. Him drop a ground. He's on his belly, face down. He has deliberately put his hand behind his back to show that he's not armed. He's not going to be doing anything. And his colleague deliberately let the dog go for making
I see
even though he's on the ground on his belly, hands behind his back. What is the point?
But all these videos is surfing and these things happen a long time. But now we see that America, the big bad America, is no better than a third world country.
No better in that regard.
And they always criticizing and say, oh, them too wicked on a Jamaica and this and that. No, look here. When you see when Moby like go on bad, seeing a couple of men get down there. Them lock down Moby alone. Much state of America they on curfew. I bet say if someone go to a road now, police break on the knee with button.
No reason, no questions
asked. So when
asked.
If stop, batter down on a fella black country and some low country and say, oh, them too wicked down there. And it go for some of the black people too, because racism is not only for white. It's for black people
everybody.
As well. Because you have some of them, they think because they're in a better circle here and they think they're accepted in that circle, they think they're better than their fellow black people now.
You know who me can't stand most of all?
Who that?
The Uncle Toms. Me can't stand the Uncle Toms.
Uncle Toms and the Auntie Karens. Mighty God.
One where feel like, look like we, and this is the biggest problem we have into where we can't get any change. The where change comes is where you have to make legislation, and especially if you look into the media, right? Look into all of the major media, the influential media. Let's use UK. I'm gonna use one. Let's use LBC. LBC is one of the most influential stations in the UK.
But racist.
You don't know.
But
and they're run by one company that's called Global. Global is one of the most powerful corporation in the UK because they have a monopoly on the radio system. They own majority of the station. Heart, LBC, Kiss, Capital Extra. They own everything. Okay. And if you look on their lineup, let's use LBC alone. Look at LBC alone. All of the presenter them, if you look, Nick Ferrari, Sheila, all of them have similar, everything have the similar thing. It's just that privilege white bringing up, but there's no one that reflects our
someone
culture.
like us or background or culture.
This person there is probably Magic Noahs, who is a Asian guy.
Okay.
But the problem is that, and there is people that can represent us, but they will never choose those people. It's just a certain DNA they use. They use that you have to fit that bill and tick that box. If you don't tick that box, you will never ever get a chance. And this is how you can make changes, because these people are very influential. Don't take LBC lightly. Sometimes they're even more powerful than BBC.
All right, so
I'm in no situation.
We already know how the situation set up, because as white people, some of them is not even their fault. They was brought up in a situation they don't even understand. So sometimes it's very hard for us to explain. Say, yo, you know, see that or you know see what happened or how we get treated, because even in the workplace environment we get treated different from our white colleagues.
True. Like, very true.
All right.
Very true.
We see a lot of things that happen sometimes, and we have to turn a blind eye to it, because first thing, nowadays, if you call somebody out as being racist, you know what they say? The boss and the HR, they like they're trumping the racist card. Why you want to say that racist? What do you do racist? Racism is racism. Because why should you treat me different than somebody else because of our color? Why? And it just keep on going on and on and on. And the sad situation about it, like, I don't want my kids to grow up in this world to see this kind of things. Because I don't know what's the first thing to explain to my daughters and say, yo, boy, you're gonna go out there in that world and you know, you look a friend them where you used to play with at school.
Yeah.
You have to be wary of them because you are have two different skin colors. So white privilege is out there for them because they are white and you are of colored. So, you know?
And also, I guess we have to put it in their mindset from now as well to let them know that people who you call friends now will not be your friends, like might not be your friends later on down in life. So I just something where you have to just condition or help to condition their minds on. It's, as I said, for me, is a very, very tiresome situation, and I can just imagine how many other people are feeling that way as well.
So since we don't have the video to actually play, I guess most people in the world have now seen the video with the white guy with the bow and arrow on the street.
Right.
Aiming it at protesters out there. And when he was interviewed by protesters, not by protesters, by TV station, he told them that
two black
it
guys
was
jumped
two
him.
black guy that jump him through car window. And everybody who watched the video see it was
Lena's
white people.
day.
It's your one kind mess you up because what you're doing was wrong.
Yep. So basically, I think he was aiming the bow and arrow. I don't know if it was at black people or white people or just in general. He was aiming the bow and arrow. But after that, people are like, "We are do, my G. We are do." You're in the middle of the street with a bag of people and you're pointing a bow and arrow. So a bag of white people jumping. So you can see the evidence of that. That the whole they're taking this situation out of context and using it to make mischief for us black people. There's another incident similarly to that where a gentleman was dressed up in black and had on a big gas mask and an umbrella, and he was using an instrument to damage some glasses of an organization. I don't know if it's a shop or whatever. And when you take a stock, I think he was it an undercover police officer or something? He might use opportunity to make it look bad on us black people who are peacefully protesting. Like we are do.
I guess you guys see like a lot of white people is fucking up shit, and black people are
Big
trying to
time.
stop them and say like, no, this is not what we want.
Exactly.
And they are still doing it. And people are telling them like, why are you spraying that Black Lives Matter and you're white? Don't deface the property and whatever.
Exactly. Exactly.
I guess like it gone a bit far for us to even really and truly elaborate on that situation because like just get out of control now. Because we have no change and we have to talk about the President of United States.
Oh, do we really have
Donald
to?
Trump. Yes.
Do we really have to?
We have to address this situation because as a president, I guess that you have some moral responsibility.
You should
and physical
have moral responsibility
to say like when trouble come or when things happen, you do the right thing. Don't throw gasoline in the fire. Everybody know like he have a problem with Twitter. He can't keep his fingers off his phone. I hope somebody should just throw his phone in the toilet or something.
Apparently he's going to be suing them or trying to shut them down.
Because
don't know how that's going to work.
So sometime it's best for him to say nothing. Because to me, right at the moment, anything he say just upset everybody. And what he's saying is garbage.
I don't get
Rick,
Mr. Open Live, we're not
your
a
connection poor, my G.
It's the people here.
Hold on, Ricky, I got to repeat that because your connection is
yeah,
really poor.
Yeah.
No, go ahead.
Hear me now?
Yeah.
Yes. Go ahead.
Yeah, with Donald Trump, no, I don't even get upset with him anymore. I just get upset with the people that voted him because Trump is always been unelectable for me because he's not a a president material. He's a businessman. He's a very good businessman, which he would have been a very good business advisor for a president, but not a president
himself.
This is where you're wrong. It's just like you take a good football player and you decide to bring him into the classroom to teach football. That doesn't necessarily mean that he knows how to teach it, because there's a lot of people who can teach. Look at Lucien Board. He's a Coach Mills, brilliant coach.
Yeah.
But can he run the fastest record? He can't run. Save his life. So that is what in Donald Trump. He was just a good businessman. That didn't mean that he should be a president. He was never ever a president for me.
But for me,
So
I think they should see this thing from the start. Say the traits that he have is too short temper. He's too short temper. Big up Delroy Brown, you know, he must say Chicago is the worst state with violence, basically. And yo, we kind of see what going because you know the curfew wicked over Chicago, because we already know you have a lot of black people and Hispanic people in Chicago. Just like New York, Florida, and California. It's largely made up of blacks and Hispanic, because, you know, our kind tend to flock to the big city. Mr. Trump still like, shame on you should do better. Shame on you.
Him not pay we no man. Him not pay nobody else no man. So he definitely not pay we no man. But I wanted to ask a question though.
Don't be frightened if him cuss you. I love cuss everybody.
Look at me. Like mega drop down. Anyways, moving right along. I wanted to ask a question though. I think I saw this on Twitter. Do you think Jamaica and the rest of the Caribbean, Brazil, and African continent should join in the protest against the death of George Floyd? What do you guys think?
Yes, definitely.
Yes, and why?
Because
expound.
To me, in Jamaica and in the Caribbean and in South America, we all look at America as an influencer. So if you're giving off bad influence towards black people, it's gonna trickle down to the root. So for me, for our best interests, if you're treating black American that way, that means you're gonna treat us worse.
The
so
same
we
way.
Stand up for what's right.
Okay.
I think this is no bigger than George Floyd. It's way over his head. R.I.P. to his soul.
To him and him family.
But this that was just the tip of the iceberg. This a whole different can of worms, and it's no longer about George no more. It's about everybody. It's about everyone that has ever wear this color or been associated with it. You need to be accountable in some way, shape, or form. I'm not saying that you should go out there and burn down people's place or do anything, but something you have to lend your support. So those who think that you're privileged and you're not obliged to share or take part, you are part of the problem, and you are one who are assisting the depression of the race or the suppression of the people, because these things have been happening for years and nothing's done about it. And now is the time. If not now, when?
When, right. And Nikisha is also saying that New York is also under curfew. I guess a number of places in the US will be under curfew based on the situations that are happening. But it's just an unfortunate situation, yo. Like,
and the funny thing is, like,
we're just really tired. Just really, really tired.
A lot of these mayors and something is having a strong disagreement with the president.
With the president, yeah.
That's why he's threatening to sell in the military, because by constitutional laws, he's not able to overturn the mayors and the governors of the state unless he do an executive order, which we already know him like the executive order, because I think he's the only president that me know of where as a quint executive order. As I said, not him slash it and hold it up. Like you need to chill on that, bro.
That's Donald Trump for you, mate.
Doing something wrong. If
I really want him to do it.
I
really want him to do it.
Because I feel like the military gonna use them humility to say like, no, we cannot go to war against the people of our country. And now,
military.
do you
Nah,
see
but
it? China is shooting after them because when the riot was going on in Hong Kong, and
Mm-hmm.
America was say like fueling it and jeering on the people of Hong Kong to protest like out against the regime in China. And China shoot back and say like, "Oh, do you like the view through your back window?"
With bare badness
You
back
see
of that.
that? You see it go?
Yeah.
What goes around comes around.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well,
Why? It
I
rough,
think we
man.
expand a lot on this conversation. We talk for about
Hold on.
almost an hour.
Before we come out of this, let's talk about the actual George Floyd video.
Mm-hmm.
The actual video. It's a 10-minute long video.
Mm-hmm.
I still haven't watched the video, you know, and I can't watch it.
Jesus Christ.
Rick, don't
Which
watch
planet
it.
you live on Mars?
No.
Oh,
Listen, don't say that
I've seen
because
30
people are
seconds of it.
affected by it. Everybody respond to stuff differently. Don't say that.
Yeah. No,
Trust me. It messed me up when I watched
Rick.
it.
Watch out. Drink a shot of rum.
Messed me up.
No, it's just
No.
you see, if me I watch a movie and if it's a movie, then fine. But if me know somebody actually losing life
Real
and
life
everybody,
situation.
it's just that I can watch it, but I just choose not to watch it out of respect of the person. I say I don't want to be a part. I just don't want to be a statistics to say I've seen it. I know it happened because it's all over the news. I just don't want to relive the moment that I'm watching this person losing in life on camera while it was avoidable. It just leaves a sour taste in the moment. It could have been avoided.
The reason why I
and
watch this video and I can't stop watching it because so much aspect for the video. Because a lot of people never realize and didn't realize and still don't realize who take note of when the ambulance come to this spot. It wasn't paramedics that come out of the ambulance. It was actually police.
So it looked like it was a
premeditated. Ambulance
premeditated.
come out with bulletproof vest and gun and waist.
Mm-hmm.
So, want anybody who don't watch the video, go re-watch it and have a look at that. That's why they did not check him for any, health reason or vitals or anything. They just put him on the stretcher, put him in the back of the ambulance, shut the door, and they go in the front. So, we want the world or whoever on this live to really re-watch it and really analyze the video because there's a lot of aspect to that video that you didn't know. Because the first video that come out, it looked like it was one person, right? Then you see it was actually some other police involved in it around the back of the van.
Yeah, from when you look at the
on his
other
chest and
footage
his
that
foot
has
and
come out.
something. That's why I say it's a lot of side to these videos. So as black people, I know it's very hard to watch and it's very graphic and it upset us and make us feel some way. But sometimes you have to take that bitter medicine. If you say, me have to watch it to really see what happened because it could have been me or you or our brother or our cousin or our niece or anybody.
Exactly.
So we have to watch it and scrutinize it good and know how to conduct ourselves in these situations because we should not even think about this. Feel like when police stop we say like,
what to say,
and you have to be careful. Because if you're here to serve and protect, if you stop me innocently, I should feel safe.
This is gonna continue forever. There's a big disconnect between the police and especially you see this generation that's coming now.
It's going to be so hard.
Not gonna have any respect for the police whatsoever.
Gosh, because you can see it now. Even
you can see it
let's
now.
look at the teenagers. You see it now. They have not only for police. I mean, they hardly have respect for authority. So it's going to be extremely difficult in future, especially for that set of generation. It's a hard, my G. It has to hard.
Reform. It has to. There's a picture with a little young teenager girl put up and saying that something of a sort said that you've slaved us, my ancestors, for we use my ancestors to build this so we can burn it down.
Yeah. Black people build this country for free so we can burn it down. Yeah, I think that's what I say. Yeah. Okay.
That have so much layers to it. It has so much value to it. And it shows that the younger generation are no longer interested to build on what was there because they're thinking that listen, it's not like the olden days people. These kids nowadays they don't look left or look right. They'll attack you and
One of the
attack
style
you.
of British Nikisha Brown big up on himself, but we don't want
Straight.
to if just watch this. We want to never share it so other people can get involved in the conversation because this is a conversation we have to have with our
everybody.
People. We have to sit down and have this conversation consciously. We can't have it subconsciously in our mind and we by ourselves. Like it's not gonna happen.
Like preaching to the converted, no make no sense.
Oh much years, oh much century. And because of what you call the manipulation, we keep on spiraling back in the same cycle of life. Because you know what always happen? They let in a couple of us in their circle to make you feel as what them basically call like a horse nigga or a horse slave, like back in the days. Remember, in a slavery, what them usually do? Take two of them and them out of shed, give them a little better shed, and start give them some better food, and them come slave master. So it's the same thing, cycle repeating. You take two little black guy, you show them like a wealth, you show them like a power, and guess what? You become the slave driver. The white people don't have to get them on dirty. The black people start do it. We see it all many times, watch people vote for Trump and say them do this for Trump because they are fucking slave masters. It's the same tactic they used back in the days. It's the same thing they are using again.
I just have enough, and I switch off social media because if you realize
it takes a toll.
The video we talk about the George Floyd, when I saw what I saw of it, I saw it on the news first, and I watched the news version of it, and I'm like, what do I talk about him knee in his chest? I don't see knee in his chest. And when we go up on the internet, and we watch the actual footage, I realized that the footage that they show on the Sky News is totally different
from what was shared before.
The actual video is. Okay. So they showed it, but they didn't show no knee business in the neck. It just showed that 3 policemen did abuse one black man.
Okay.
So right there and then they decipher the whole thing and water it down. So luckily enough, people have cameras on their phone to record this.
So,
on the next point, I'm going to see if I realize the big controversy in this when them try to lie even about the autopsy.
Yeah.
They say
about
it died from natural
issues.
Causes. Right? And when the family go do another autopsy, he says, what them call it?
I can't pronounce the word.
Excitation. So, I can't pronounce either. I'm Jamaican. Be my friend. Exfoliation or exfoliation. Something like so. An exfoliation. That's when I do your face.
No.
Asphyxiation. Yeah. I think that's it. People don't tell me if I saw you go. Asphyxiation. When you suffocate, when them choke you. Basically, them kill the man. I don't ever pronounce right, but yeah, I think I saw you go. But anyway, when I see how much them try to cover it up because what most poor black family would do, take the word of the government autopsy agency or whatever and say that's it. You see?
That could never happen because that couldn't have no value. The reason why they used that is they didn't realize that it was gonna get so much attention.
Them things there's another incident where they might sweep under the rug and it would have just been something else.
Yeah, and because of the attention now, you get people because the video is there. The video is clearly
the evidence is there, like clear as day. Clear as day.
Many a time there's been loads of videos that shows the clear evidence, but then the only time things do happen because one thing in life, the only thing that every human being succumbs to is fear. You see, fear. When someone fear they're gonna lose something, lose life, lose business, they react differently and they pay attention. This is why attention is there now because they're fearful of what might happen next. So the attention, everyone pauses and you get the stage. Now you have the stage. What are you gonna do with the stage? I'm not saying you should loot and shoot and rob, but the problem is when they do it peacefully, nothing happens.
Exactly.
You need a
That's the point.
you get blasted, you get cussed, you get thrown out, nothing happens. It goes back to the same way. You decide to start mash up some people car, mash up some business.
Finally get the picture.
Everybody get the picture and everybody start talk about it, and then things start happening. So
it's just really unfortunate that we have to reach to that stage, you know. Like, I mean, the mere fact that we can't sit down and talk about it and people get the actual issue that we're facing and just find a solution. It's just because we're all people. We're all people, fam.
People know listen, we know the solution. Me and you know the solution.
Yeah, as you said, we're preaching to the converted. Yeah.
Everybody who looks like us knows the solution. But the people who needs to make the adjustment are not willing to accept to make that adjustment. So they do not listen, they shut everything out. And there's no one looking like us in that position to make those changes. Yeah. So it will never be made.
And we can't exempt the UK out of this because they're not innocent over here as well. But it's not that bad as America, but they're not innocent. You see, a lot of time they're saying it's knife crime and it is you them in the black troubled area. Why is it that way? Why is it? Is it lack of policing? I know London don't short of police. But listen, when you don't care and when you incite a lot of tick in them and when you harass them. And back in the days when racism was at its peak, when the skinhead used to beat up the man, and used to this. So that's the thing that some black parents tell a man, say, yo, you have to walk with little thing because if a man run out on you, if a man rush you, you have to be protected. So it's not a level playing field, so you cannot innocent because a lot of black youth go in custody by police over here.
Unnecessarily.
And them don't come out, them kill them in there.
It's a lot, but the good, well, I shouldn't say the good thing, the clever thing with UK is that they learn how to hide it more and suppress it more and not show it as much. America has no shade, so they'll just give it blank in your face. UK has learned how to be racist without
subtly racist.
Yes.
So subtly racist.
The whole Brexit issue is one of the most racist thing ever because the whole reason for Brexit was to get rid of the foreigners.
Preach it, brother. Preach it.
The only problem I have with that is because I used to think that if you're an African, you should be in like Africa and try to build the African nation. But after I carefully sit down and thought, I had to rethink because Africans were in Africa living their life and doing the just thing. And then the white men went there and go over there and bother them and take them and bring them here. And then
steal the wealth, bring it here.
And then they brought back, take all them wealth, and then they bring them over here and then they start having children over here. So who are those children? Where those children should call home? They can't call Africa home because they've never been there. They're born here, so.
Here's a good point. People need to sit and think about. A lot of French-speaking African country is spending French francs, but France don't spend it, them spend euro. And them have to own all half of the country reserve in their bank.
Yeah.
So why is it that? And you have a lot of country still paying back France money. Remember Haiti in the Caribbean still paying back France. When them call it repart something of their money when the
repatriation.
Repatriation. No, repart something and repatriation when slavery abolished. What them call that? Reparation or something. Because they say the white slave master them lose them land. They still own billions. Billions still. After all many years. Right? France never buy that land. You come and you capture the people them. You loot Africa. Then you enslave the people them. So why in 21st century just the government are they want to say the United Nations still allow this to happen? Why? You see, that's why them never like Fidel Castro. You see why? You see why? It's a lot of reason why, and them never like certain leader in the world. Because they just want it to be a ally of country, of friends, or what them call it, the thief them we are friend. Them stay a friend and them can control the rest of the world.
And them can get what them can get. Get what them can get.
More black people to start read up on the history, not about where you come from, but about the world and place where you have no involvement in. And you see, how messed up the world is and how them fuck up the world. And where the atrocity, where them do. See? You saw them I say, violence don't solve nothing. But yet still, them fight 2 world blood clot war in the name of violence. Why you never go protest it? If you know violence don't solve nothing. And a 2 war fight in the name of violence.
Everything they have is violence give them. Everything they have is violence give them.
Them force forget it and them take away people them things.
It's the only thing
it's not yours.
I quote that little something from a little poem, you know? Bad.
But yeah, and for anyone who has not seen the video, the link for Epic's poem is in our comment. So just take a look at it, get familiar with it. As Dragon say, read up and know your history, know your rights, know all of that because
then you will understand how to navigate the world better and know your place to know like they have no moral grounds or no authority over us as black people. Because
not all, my brother.
From the history was started, right? They are the first looters in this world. Because they was the first one who went to Africa, went on a looting spree, and to the Caribbean. Because what they go to the Caribbean to do? Loot. What the European go to America to do? Loot. What you feel like, say, people, the black people who are in America now for 400 years plus. Why you feel like you can't have that name as American? You have to put Black American, African American on it. Why? But the white people, you don't put Europe American. Why? So that true, you say it was never a level playing field from the start. And now we are talking about this, and you know, a lot of things gonna happen, and you know, a lot of people gonna win them face, but it's just the fucking truth.
Truth, bro. Truth.
It's the truth. Upset, man.
Boy, I know you on. It has, as we say, it has affected a lot of people. Nikisha said that when she watched the video, she was crying. And I mean, that's just one form of expression or one person sharing their feelings. And I can just imagine the billions of people, the millions of people that have watched the video. And I mean, you just get upset. You just get upset. One person should not, no one should be treated that way. No one should be treated that way.
So, well, I know that the Chinese have their ways and they fuck up sometime, and a lot of things with them to fuck up, but we have to trust them more than these white people because of the white Caucasian male from Europe or America done us wrong in the past. So now we have to have more faith in Chinese to see what kind of investment you are going to bring if we are going to look investment, because we cannot go to the European or the American no more because they fucked us over too much in the past. And when the Chinese invest in our country, guess what them do? Put out propaganda news and say they're here to take over and this and that. But yet still, remember, who can go back in the history? Remember that China was always also oppressed by the white people.
By the white people, that's true.
That's why Hong Kong, if a lot of you guys don't know why they have a protest in Hong Kong. See? I'm not the smartest, I don't have a college degree, but this is shit I know because I know. But Hong Kong, it was a British colony. And when the empire was falling, them signed a treaty with China. I think a couple 100 years. And now it's ending. So China want the reunification with one law with Hong Kong. And Hong Kong do not want it. That's why they have the big protests.
Okay, when it was happening the other day. Yeah.
Know them sitting there and know what go on. Remember, you'd have the big opium war between UK and them down the back in the days. I remember, you know, I see them people them from here go colonize America. So it's the same stuff people them is nothing different. Or you feel
Nothing
like
different.
they're allies. Or you feel like that's it. Because they was the one who have the biggest colony in America. That's why America speak English. And
Same
the French
shit, different
and
day,
UK,
babe.
them the kind of nearing numbers in Canada. That's why you have places that of Canada speak French. So you need to know on the history and know where I come from. So there was the first fucking looters in this world. So now make them say when we are mash up something, we're seeking attention for justice. Because without that, as Rick said, we not get no justice. Because we can't go there every day go Black Road and protest. We not get no justice. No justice now serve. And
true.
Forgive me for say this, but I'm kind of happy in a sense that the corona pandemic is happening at this time because it gives a lot of people time to go out there to protest. A lot of people is not going to school. A lot of people off work. So we have time on our hands to go out there every day to go and protest and do what's right. Because you need to stop. We need to draw the line somewhere. We need to draw a line somewhere and say enough is the fuck enough. Because we see it over the years, we protest for a week or two, couple of days, and then it stops for a couple of months or a year, then the same shit start all over again.
Nice.
It's 21st century fucking lynching. That's what you call it, 21st century lynching. A lot of women not gonna agree with it, but it's 21st century lynching.
It's a sad situation, dog. A very, very sad situation. Like, and I don't know. There was this thing that came up today. I think it was on Twitter that they said 90,000 people were tested with coronavirus due to the protests. Like, people in the streets are riot. Well, they're protesting and doing what they're doing. So you mean for tell me, say after them go out and them protest, them go to test and get tested for like coronavirus? Is that what you're trying to tell me?
But when you have the anti-corona protest people was out there because there was white nationalists, you never hear this fucking
Thank you very much. Thank you
when it
very
have,
much.
That's the point sitting on the field, when it have the white people out there with be a gun, the whole of them know the strap with gun, a protest in a Nashville. No, Charlottesville. When it have them out there in Charlottesville.
Sorry.
Yeah? Out there in Charlottesville. The whole of the white nationalists them and supremacists them was out there with gun. When they never send police to move them on and beat them.
Never do nothing. And them out there do them thing.
Them out there do them thing and about the black people. Them.
Yeah.
When Mr. Donald Trump say there was good people on both sides. But the first thing you say when this protest start,
when
the looting start, the shooting start. So as a president, first thing you're doing, you're inciting violence. You're supposed to be the one to de-escalate it because you're the head of the stream. So, I don't know. So, some of the black people will say when I vote for phone writer because I don't know if money that I run. I don't know if I saw you run over there. If when the election go on, when I get little money, I don't know if I saw you go for vote for Trump, but only is fucking stupid. Or as Barack Obama said, no one have a chance to vote again and do the right thing. And just don't vote in the election because we don't have to watch Biden still. We don't have to watch him because we don't have to vote in black people's best interests. Not because he's better than next man. It's who give black people the best option. It's the best option for us. Because you have to realize most of us is at the bottom of the barrel. You see what them say? We're 2.5 times more likely to die from police than a white man.
True. That's very true.
That's so true. Much time, I think it's 4 point something to go to prison. Most of the prison them full up a way. Where you feel like is that? You feel like it's a coincidence? You feel like more black people better than everybody else?
There's a hidden agenda, dog.
They say like on education and all these things, our numbers is higher. Fatherless home, our numbers is higher. Because the system was designed like this. You hear them talk about this and say, yo, they design HIV and they bring crack cocaine in a black community first, and them company news come say, oh, it's all a conspiracy. It's no conspiracy.
A hidden agenda.
It's real. It's real.
There.
Every Jamaican where they on the scene, remember in Jamaica when Michael Manley was Michael? Yeah. When him and Castro start link, and them say nationalists and rare. I am a Siaga, they are run feet scene. And when America send the CIA in Jamaica when they have the big war down at downtown, at Kingston. I want them to remember when America intervene in our thing because them feel like say it never right for him lead because him that bring Jamaica to a place or link with some people where them never like.
Yeah.
When I have a thinking I use in the head, you know, when you have the Cuban Missile Crisis scene, when Russia lock you some missile come at Cuba, remember Cuba and America, you know. So if Cuba say, all right, America shouldn't get involved, right? Them have a blockade and them and Cuba relationship cut and be a fucking ground. But yet still, you encircle Russia with nuclear weapon, a UK and all I NATO country them. When you never think about that and say that I see him fucking thing. When you never think about that and say I see him thing. And them think they are going a long time, them think they are going dog. But just because we as black people, we don't think in our history class and what we learn at school, we don't learn about that because we learn about in history. You know what them teach about? Slavery and nanny and maroon and man from Port Royal and this and that.
Oh my
we need to
God.
branch out of what happened in Jamaica because Jamaica is and the Caribbean is just a small pixel in the big image.
It's like a full stop.
It's a pixel in a big image because if we not think out of the box, we not really understand what happened. Because first thing,
sorry, go ahead, Dragon.
First thing, you know they're instilling us the Christianity and oh God is good and this and that. But here what? I'm not saying don't be a Christian and don't do this, but you need to read with understanding and learn where Christianity is coming from. Because if you don't do that, you're gonna have a problem in the long run.
Yeah. Okay, so Nikisha is saying that Black Americans should go out and vote. And Murdon Dag says, I believe people live the same fate. I believe black people live the same fate as the Kurds.
Yeah, that's true because right now,
I agree.
When I see what going on in the Middle East, all right, so even like the people from Palestine, right? And what's going on with them and we call it Israel.
Yes.
Same fuck we are going because you go and you annex the people in country and then you bad them up, you shoot them off and kill them, and it's no justice to it. And then the bigger country, them now say nothing. It's all about the wealthy country and them ally. Just like when they ship them from Dubai, can come and do anything, and it's no reparation.
It's nothing.
It's nothing.
No issue.
So that's what I'm telling you. So it's no really justice in the world. It's nothing. Just like the English and the French them or whatever, when them commit certain atrocity in the world, it's nothing. Remember when we have the corona outbreak, you know, and them say, okay, let's go test the antivirus Africa first. So what? Africa went on a blood clot lab over the name laboratory.
The scapegoat.
Over there lab, why not care America go test your friends
go
over
test
here?
on them people.
Why not test Africa?
Me.
Why?
Disgust me.
You never originate to Africa? You see,
really.
You see what happened? They can't bad up China or bully China, but make it if it was an Ebola virus outbreak from Africa and it spread to the rest of the world.
You would have never heard this.
That African would never allow to leave Africa until the next 10 to 15 years. We know until the virus totally eradicate. But you can't do that with China though, because everything want to make a China, so you can't do it. Because China have a really upper hand in this world. You see, even America now.
Unfortunate, bro.
I'm glad I will upon that watching news and I see. When you have the big pandemic, see? Remember how much sanction America put Russia under? Sanction, you say. See? But Russia, much plane load of supplies was coming from Russia to America.
During that time, yeah.
Sanction. You tell your friend them not buy nothing from them and not support them. That's why I'm telling you, the same shit going on in Venezuela and places like these because they're trying to oppress the smaller country and country with potential. Because all of you need to understand. Remember more oil there Venezuela than Saudi Arabia.
Yep.
And why Venezuela is poorer than them? Them are tell us the people of Venezuela live in a poverty every day. Why? Why is that? It's because of America and them friend. Because they want to bully them. I want to tell the people them say don't buy oil from them. And a friend don't for buy oil from them because them are under sanction. It's basically them say if you don't with we are against we. Same rascal thing. So I just talk to my black community and my Jamaican community say yo, we need to understand. We need to go there and understand what we do and what we get yourself in.
Yes.
Normally we come here we not talk so long enough, but I feel like
it is needed. Like the discussions need to be held. They need to occur. They need to happen. We, as you rightly say, we need to educate ourselves more on the issues. The current affairs that are happening, we need to guard ourselves against things that are coming our way, that will come our way. Like the conversations just need to happen. They just need to happen. And especially for our children, like they are the future. And if we do not have these conversations with them on the various levels that they are, 2, 3, 5, 6, 10, 11, 16-year-olds, they have to understand the current situations and how to deal with things that will come their way. And when they're in a certain situation, for me, parents just have to reiterate the point that no matter what happens out there in the world, there's no other person that will have their back than their own parents. And if our parents don't do that, then the children they're basically lost because they're going to be left to society to grow them. And then they will not actually learn what needs to be learned, so to speak. I hope me make sense a while ago. I seriously hope me make sense.
And more people for understand this. We're not preaching yet and we're not preaching.
No, not at all. Not at all.
We're not preaching to the wrong thing, but I just want to say this. Saying when sins are I'm not gonna even start about when sins. See, look at this. It's 2020 now, right?
Mm-hmm.
From 1990 till now, do you see our position change on this earth? I'm not talking about white people like our culture. I'm not talking about that. They like our culture, our vibe, and our music. But our position as human being, do you see change? For me, not really. People tolerate us more because of our culture and our vibe. But our position,
if it had changed, situations like these wouldn't be happening. It would not have occurred. So we're still in a change. In a change.
May I talk about the lady in Central Park that say, "Oh, I'm gonna call the police and tell them say our black guys are." So that goes to show by say we should know ourselves when somebody threaten you to call the police and tell them that it's a black guy harassing them. So and that sure say our position has not changed.
Not change. It not change at all. It not change. It not change at all. Not change. Unfortunately, it has not changed. It has not changed. Has not changed at all. It's 6 minutes to the hour of 11 o'clock. I don't know. What are you going to drop music or are we just going to?
No, you know, I don't think I want to play any music for the rest
We're
of the
not playing the music. Yeah.
It's kind of touchy to this, but I think let me just look for Epic Drums poem because.
While you do that,
maybe people can't play the visual, but I definitely can play the audio, so everybody could hear it and hear what it consists of because it's powerful.
Have you found it?
Yeah. So I'm gonna drop the other people. I want to listen to this carefully because it's one of them things that you have to listen.
The Cry of a Black Boy by Epic Jones. They say never forget 9/11. But move on from slavery. Even if we unite, they strike fear to curtail our bravery. Rodney King, beaten to a pulp by the LAPD. Eric Garner, put in a chokehold by the NYPD. Michael Brown and Tamir Rice, taken away 2014 as teens. Protests, hashtags, movements, but repeated scenes.
Listen, you know.
Every July 4th, they try to celebrate independence while trying to leave black Americans independents. It's not just black America fighting for equal rights and justice. Took Stephen Lawrence's life to alter laws, and not just this, because even with amendments, we are violated and abused. Diversity, CSR, out of many one, our messages misconstrued. Martin Luther's life sparked an UK uproar. Many other events would come to the fore. Laquan MacDonald, Walter Scott, and Freddie Gray. The police in uniforms are the modern day KKK. Promotion of the land of the free and freedom, when really for justice we are left freedom. Sandra Bland, forced to the edge with no hope, with a system that cages you in and throws a rope. Philando Castile, Botham Jean and Breonna Taylor, when being in your own home can be a life failure. Then Trayvon Martin was pursued, chased, then the bullet sound. It's another black death, so system says hey, he stood his ground. Colin took the knee, punished because this left them annoyed. Yet the same knee stance that took the life of George Floyd has a DA forgetting how to prosecute, a president promising to shoot. For those that say violence is not the answer, why is it the chosen method used by the police? How was it used in 2 world wars? Or is it just wrong when it's coming from blacks?
No more listen to something, you know. We have to big up Epic on the poem there. Like, like Epic, that one, the shell. You know what I mean? It's a good look. Rasta, any last word before we go?
I just want to thank everybody that tuned in tonight and was involved in the conversation from wherever you are. We want to say thank you. Just a reminder that we're here every Tuesday between 9 and 11. We're sponsored by Shish Print and we're produced by World Mag. Next Tuesday, with all things going well, we should be back into the TGM studios.
Head office, you know the thing that we should
head office HQ with management and with the rest of the TGM family. We're actually looking forward to that. But guys, all we want to do, what I want to say is just to keep safe, keep your head up. It might be long, but it won't be forever. Hopefully, it won't be forever.
I know what I want to say. Love your brother, love your sister. Let love rule in everything you do. Read a book in a brain power, the main power. And black people, if you're out protesting, just do it peacefully. Right?
Yeah.
Peace. Until
see you guys next week.
Next week.
Bye.
Up on live.